Yep. See, he got to get more
Talking
consistent.
Luca, Kyrie, we talking.
God damn it, we a little rough around the edges. The opening got effed.
I'm crying because I was like, this just happened
It's,
again.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh. It's one of them days, fella.
because
It's
there's
one
like
of
this
them days.
that gap like right in the middle, and I'm just like, whatever. Um, how you doing? It's Football Friday. How you guys doing? Mulich,
I'm pretty
new
good,
background. No,
man.
you just
I'm
off to
pretty
your left.
good. Pretty good, pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's a football Friday, man.
Hmm.
Currently my semi-pro team's sitting at 5-3. We're on a bye week right now. Some inter-league things happened to where the team that we're supposed to play tomorrow got kicked out the league for fighting and stuff like that. But that's another story for another time. So we are currently sitting at 5-3. And in fourth place, we have a game next week against the 5-2 team in third place. So once we beat them, we will be in third place, and that third playoff spot will be ours. So yeah, I'm feeling really good today. Body's a little sore, baked up for practicing this week or whatnot, fighting off this sickness. But we here. How y'all doing?
Pretty good. GQ, what's going on, brother?
Well, first and foremost, happy Cinco de Mayo to those who celebrate. For those who like to partake in the adult beverage
Tango El
life, like,
Gato, Los Pantalones.
well, whatever you
It's
do, don't
not
stand up, keep your pants on.
it's not a Corona, but
Hey,
I got the Amsterdam going today.
yeah, I'm with
Shout out
that.
to my boy Martin Lawrence in Blue
Yeah,
Street.
so it's been a long week. Of course, y'all know I'm still out of state. Like a over glorified college student right now with all these homework assignments and stuff they got me doing.
Hmm.
I got 9 assignments due in the next 5 days. Like,
Oh,
Jeez,
it's about to be a
I don't.
long weekend. That includes a paper and 2 presentations. Like, it's like that right now.
we're gonna start calling you Professor
Um,
GQ.
Hey,
yeah,
man, you can go ahead and just call me Mr. GQ PhD. It's all
There
good.
you go. Hey, yeah, there
yeah.
you go,
There you go. You put the work in for that.
man. All right, coming to a
Um,
classroom near you. All right,
Hey,
stop playing with that, man.
yeah, yeah. It's been a cool week. Cool week. Me and the wife had an anniversary on Tuesday, so
Oh,
shout
yes,
out,
sir. Happy
congratulations.
anniversary.
shout out to the missus. She's watching. Um, yeah, my brother's birthday was on Wednesday. It's been a busy week. I got even better news about I can't divulge any of that news until a
Not
later
yet.
date,
Not yet.
but
Not yet.
it is coming. I'll inform everybody on that. But let's go. I'm drinking, so we're gonna turn it up today. Um, so let's get into our first topic of the day. Mr. Cameron Newton feels he is being blackballed for his hair. Um, I don't I don't believe it's the hair, but I do think there is some validity to what he is
Oh,
saying. But I'm gonna reserve all of my comments for the back end. I am going to let the boys handle this because one, Moolage is on one spectrum of it. I am on the totally other side of the spectrum. GQ is in the
not you taking off your.
middle.
Yeah.
So
Oh no! Oh
let's
my
go.
gosh! The live and direct example. Okay, so look, I understand, right, to some extent, right, where Cam is coming from, right, because some people see this hair and they associate it with the negative connotations, but I don't think it's not the hair. In my opinion, it's not the hair. I just think it's him being loud, right? Like you got to understand the NFL is it's not a they call it the no fun league, but it's the no loud league, right? Don't be
Mhm.
loud, okay? You can be black, but you can't be black and loud, all right? That's not gonna fly, all right. So it's just the fact that he has this outlandish, this very domineering personality, right? Like he's a big person, but he also has a big personality as well. He's very talkative. He's very loud. He likes to talk to a lot of people. He dances in
What
the
happened? I
end zones
froze
and
up.
kids
I froze up.
brings the kids the balls and everything like that, right? So super cam, all this stuff like that. So he's an entertainer, right? But there comes a point in time where if you're entertaining more than you're producing on the field, then you're you're not going to be looked at as valuable anymore. So I just feel like now it's a lot of coaches and a lot of executives that are looking at him like you still look the part, but your entertainment factor is at this point more valuable than what you're putting on the field. And that's the ultimate problem. I don't think it's his hair. I don't think they're looking at his hair like, yo, cut your hair, you can't play. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that it can definitely play a part. But I just think that right now he's just too loud. I promise you, if Cam shut up for a month, stop doing interviews, and just keep his head down and work, I promise you he gets signed. He literally gets signed within the next few months. But it's because he's so talkative and because he's I'm being blackballed and this and that, and the NFL don't like that shit. That's why Cap's not playing right now. So yeah, Cam, be quiet. That's really what it is. You gotta be quiet.
I'm interested. What you got on this GQ?
Oh, all right. Let me unpack this suitcase real quick here. All right, let me start with the end of what Mulich said. First of all, um, Colin Kaepernick's situation is just a tad bit unique, and it ain't really him being blackballed because of his hair and all these other things. Go check the numbers. I'm gonna leave it
Definitely,
at that. Go check the numbers. That's what I'm gonna say about Cap. I love what Cap did, but go check the numbers of his last three seasons.
facts.
That's everything you need to know about Colin Kaepernick.
That's
Back
true.
on this,
That is very very
back on
true.
this, back on this Cam Newton tip. Cam Newton is an extremely polarizing figure, and there's nothing wrong with that. Every group, I'm gonna say it like that. Every group needs them, and Cam is good for the culture. He is. Now I'm speaking to the culture when I say that. Cam is great for the culture.
Definitely.
But to follow up on what I just previously said, it's the play. So Cam started going downhill as far as a player when the first rib injury happened when he was still in Carolina. The first rib, when he started wearing the flak jacket, the play started going down. Then insert the Liz Frank injury, which literally hampered one of the most electric parts of his game, which was him running. Yep. Because when this man ran, he was like a defensive end running a 4-5. You wasn't finna hit this dude. And then that Liz Frank injury happened. And then he suffered the shoulder injury, which took Cam didn't have the strongest arm. He was a strong man, but his arm wasn't the strongest.
No, he had a strong arm.
No, not the strongest.
Not the strongest.
Not like what you would need. But that shoulder injury literally hampered what strength he had because you started seeing this man throw out routes to receivers' feet.
It was bad.
It was bad. Like, bad. Like film don't lie. If there's one thing we know about it, the football show, we do football things around here. So, again, we watch the film. I ain't seen Cam throw a 45-yard pass down the field in a very long time. And in the era of the NFL that we are currently in now, you've got to be able to sling that thing all around the yard. I ain't saying you got to be Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, like guys throwing 50, 60. Like, you ain't got to do all that. But 30 to 45 yards, you got to be able to even get there. Even my man Mac Jones in New England is getting the ball 45 yards down the field when they let him throw it. Keyword, when they let him throw it.
Keyword.
He don't throw it that often. Like I said, when they let him throw it.
Yeah,
even a bus like a future bus like Zach Wilson can get the ball down the field, 40 yards. Sorry, my New York fan. But Cam, it's not the hair, bro. I'm sorry. It's really not. I don't think it's the hair. The NFL does not give two shits about what your hair look like. Because we got all different shapes and sizes of quarterbacks and their hair. Because Aaron Rodgers done had about 15 hairstyles. And seven of them is questionable.
Right. And
I will say like 8.
I'll piggyback on both of you because I think we're all going to meet in the middle. I think we're all on the same page. I'm probably going to add a little different the way GQ added on to Molich. Play definitely has a part in this as well. The injuries definitely. I am going to lean on. I believe it is the hair. And when I say I believe it's the hair, it's what I come from a different time and I deal with it, in my job when I'm conducting interviews and I have young people come in to interviews with goatee, t-shirts, jeans, and sneakers. My mom would never send me out on a job interview dressed like that. Like I would always have a tie, button up, a vest or a jacket or a suit or something. I would look very professional. My dad always told me you never dress for the job you want. You never dress for the job you have. You dress for the job you want, and that's the way I present myself. Um, and to for Cam, if you're going to be the CEO of the football team, you're going to be the quarterback. That hair is a little bit nuts because it goes into he has a very big personality. So if you're going to have big personality, we can't have big hair with it. And I'll piggyback on the Aaron Rodgers situation. He had so much cachet in Green Bay that he could do whatever the hell he wanted to do. You notice he cut that shit when he went to the Jets.
Uh huh.
And I think Cam, if he was in Carolina, do the hair. But if you're trying to now interview for another job, present yourself in the best light possible. So that would mean go back to Caesar fade Cam. Present yourself. Don't wear the outlandish outfits. Just throw on a nice suit and walk up in someone's organization like you really want to be there.
Now, see, I can understand that point, right? Because there's been a lot of jobs that people have told me straight up that I got to cut my hair, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's out. I'm not going to cut my hair for you guys. Sorry, but it's not like I came in there because I get compliments all the time when I go into job interviews, even if I don't get the job or even if they don't interview me because the tattoos on my face or because of my hair. They're like, bro, like you come in here well dressed, well spoken, well prepared. Like you come in here
Mhm.
a lot more prepared and a lot more and a lot better than a lot of people that don't have that look, you know what I'm saying, that look the part, right? Like that I come in, don't matter what interview, suit, tie or shirt tie, you know what I'm saying, pants,
Mhm.
nice shoes, hair is gonna be taken care of, right? Whether it's in a ponytail, whether it's done, whatever the case may be. And they always tell me like, yo, like you always come in here, like I got people, like you said, male people come in there with jeans and freaking
Mhm.
grills and all the stuff like that, and it's like it's just not a good look, right? But it's to like for me, it's just like it's the play factor, bro. Like you and like I said, I'm one of those people who feel like Cam can still play right now, right? Like
Yeah,
you're not
no,
going to sit here
I
and tell me that
believe.
there's 32 quarterbacks that are better than Cam Newton, right? But at the same time, it's when, like I said, it's when you're so loud about you not playing or you not having a job and oh, there's not 32 quarterbacks better than me. We know that, and they probably know that.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's like you haven't necessarily shown it in recent years, and now you're just online talking about it, talking about it, talking about it, talking about it. And it's like, bro, they don't like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can come in with the crazy hair and you can be presentable and you can just come in for the interview and talk and y'all can talk football, y'all can watch the film, and it's like, yeah, I was hurt right there, or yeah, I fucked up the coverage right there, or I didn't know what we were doing right there, whatever the case may be. I came in with a short time frame and couldn't really learn this and this and that. Because right, he said that in an interview, right? Him going into
Mhm.
different teams, he's setting himself
Yeah.
up for failure because he didn't get the time to learn the plays, right? So if you're going in there and you're talking how football players talk, how we talk in a regular atmosphere with each other, you probably will get signed. You probably will get a job. But it's the extracurriculars. You going on the I Am Athletes. You having your own podcast saying, "Oh, ain't 32 quarterbacks better than me? Ain't 32 quarterbacks better than me?" You know what I'm saying? Like that. They don't
Mhm.
like
I think
that.
I
if
think that's
if
where
there's one thing that they've shown us, is we've known the NFL don't take kindly to you playing with their name. So
and
what makes you think
no,
that
I
they're
don't
gonna
think
do
it's
that?
a I don't think it's a name. I think this is y'all don't hate me for when I say this.
Speak on it.
We as a culture hurt ourselves.
Every day.
And we constantly do it. And it's cool for you to believe there aren't 32 quarterbacks better than you. You can be 100% right that 32 quarterbacks aren't better than you. But there's only really one way to prove that, and that's to get on the field and do it. You screaming into a microphone, it's not going to help you none. It's going to actually make it worse. And for us, this braggadocious, loud attitude that we embody, sometimes, maybe most times, It don't work, and it's we don't see other like. And I hate doing this. Like, this is probably a whole nother conversation for another day, probably on a different show. We'll work on it. We hurt ourselves. We consistently kick ourselves in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's I mean it's true, and that's actually what I'm talking about. It's just we play into the roles of, well, I'm the best. I've shown that I'm the best and stuff like that. And it's like, I get it, bro. You have, but at the end of the day, actions speak louder. You know what I'm saying? You can't just constantly be, oh, well, yeah, there ain't 32 quarterbacks better than me. Not 32, not 32. You know what I'm saying? Holding, uh, posting on social media and laughing and oh, this 32 quarterbacks better than me. I still don't got a job. That's crazy. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna
Yeah,
show you with the
but that's
whole
but
typing and
that's
stuff.
it.
And
It's
like,
what you just said. You got to show them.
thank you. It's like,
Yeah.
show
You you
them though.
you can't you can't be grandiose whatsoever. And we live in a world where, not even a world. Let's just keep it to the NFL. The NFL is a "what have you done for me lately" type of league. And what did I say in my discussion? What has Cam Newton done in the last 4 years that grants and warrants that he is, you know, capable of being us one of 32 starters in this league? I'm not disagreeing with him saying that there aren't 32, because I can tell you right now, there's two starting quarterbacks right now that I definitely think Cam is better than. But they're also quiet-ish. One of them had to learn. One of them had to learn the hard way. Baker Mayfield. He had to learn the hard way. He had to learn when to shut the hell up. But he shut the hell up though. It took
You
him
see?
time, but he shut up.
You
The other
see?
one, and of course, Ryan Tannehill. Okay, Ryan Tannehill don't talk much anyway, so
Yeah.
no big deal. But the point being, they're currently starting quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah. And it's like, just to kind of add on that point, right? It's not, because I know a lot of people are gonna sit up here and try to play the race game. It's not a race thing at this point, right? Because when you look at Cam Newton, right, and you even look at a Colin Kaepernick situation, right, they're one and the same, right? They don't like loud motherfuckers who don't produce. If you're producing, you can be as loud as fuck you want. That's fine. Do what you do. Because you giving me 3,000 passing yards, 4,000 passing yards, 35 touchdowns. No, like, you can do that, right? But if you go out there and you playing like a Baker Mayfield, like a Johnny Manziel, like Geno Smith in his beginning years, like Cam in the past 2 years we've seen, Cap in the past 2 or 3 years that we've seen his sample size, they're not dealing with that, bro. They don't care who you are. They like, hell
Hell,
no. Get the fuck out. No,
take it more
no.
recently. Take it more recently. And here's my controversial take for the day. Aaron Rodgers almost talked himself out of a job.
Straight up.
And Aaron is an arrogant person, and we know this. We know this, but he took his arrogance to a whole new level these past 2 off seasons, and he damn near talked himself out of a job. Like, I truly do, and I believe this, and I could be probably like the only person, but it's cool. I'll be on this island. If the Packers were a normally run organization, not this I got a million shareholders with bits and pieces of my organization type of situation,
He'd have been gone.
Somebody's ownership would have been like,
oh, he would have been annexed.
You don't, your only voice in Green Bay was Brian Gutekunst. There's no other voice. There's a bunch of shareholders that, you got 10%, you got 15%, you got 7%, but like,
yep, the fans on the team.
Exactly. There's a bunch of fans that own the team. Like, I'm surprised now that every single team doesn't have one sole owner or ownership group, not a whole bunch of, I guess we'll call them investors, I guess. But same concept. And what the reason I say Aaron Rodgers damn near talked himself out of a job, because his play was starting to not back it up. And that was becoming a problem. Like, we know Aaron Rodgers for what he is. He's a great quarterback. He's one of the best throwers of the football we've had. We got that. But at the same time, what have you done for me lately? What has Aaron Rodgers done since he won that Super Bowl? Yes, he got MVPs. He's done all the individual things you can do. What about team success?
But this is a team sport. And this
what
is
about team success. Why do you have a losing record in the NFC Championship game? And in the playoffs, for that matter. I mean, I'm just trying to be nice. But it's just because we never got a home NFC Championship. As soon as you got one, you got your ass handed to you. Like, come on now.
Yep.
And 2 in a row.
Yeah.
And like I said, and the Cam situation, I do believe, me personally, Cam is definite at worst. Cam's the backup quarterback at worst.
I buy that.
I can, I think we went through it before where we named a couple teams where we think he could go be a bridge to a younger quarterback, on certain teams. So I do believe, yes, Cam, you can. But I think also believe that Cam needs somebody that he listens to, that he can trust, to say, okay, well, your game needs to now change. Your mechanics need to now change. You can't throw the ball the way that you used to. But if we can't throw the ball 35 yards down the field, like GQ said, then I need you to be super accurate from fucking 20 yards in. Can you do that? And if you can do that, then we got something we can work with.
And it's crazy because a lot of players that get hurt don't realize that you're not the same player after you get hurt, right? Because you're still trying to constantly come back. Oh, I got to come back. I got to be that same player. I got to be the same player. I got to be better. You're not the same player, bro. Take it from somebody who's had multiple major injuries. You're not the same player. So you have to find ways to adjust to still make that same impact while not being the same type of player.
Right.
There are ways you can develop
Mhm.
ways, just like he did when he first came in the league, bro. Cam's throwing motion, his QB mechanics, his footwork, his pocket presence, him reading the defense, everything was not good. He literally got drafted because of his size and because of his athletic ability. But when
And he
you
beat
really look,
Alabama. Don't
and
forget, sprinkle that in. He beat
I mean,
Alabama.
sprinkled a national championship, he beat Alabama. But it's like when you really looked at the tape, bro, he was Anthony Richardson.
Don't do that.
Just just
Don't do that again.
just a slower version. He was a bigger, slower version of Anthony Richardson. Go look at the
Nah,
tape now.
Anthony Richardson is not Cam Newton.
Go look at the tape, bro. I'm trying
I,
to tell you,
I, no,
Cam
I've
was
watched the tape
Cam
because I've listened to
was
people
struggling
trying
when
to
he first
make the
came in.
comparisons between the two, but they're not the same quarterback. Anthony Richardson is not, as much as they want to say, as inaccurate as Cam was as a thrower, which I really think is highly overblown. He wasn't throwing to anybody.
That's the
Like,
problem. But
like,
Yeah, I mean his
so
number one receiver was Steve Smith Sr. And it's not that he wasn't throwing the ball there. The ball was getting there.
yeah,
yeah.
it's and this is my point, right? To kind of land the plane, right? When when Cam first came in the league, you seen how much he struggled, right? You seen the footwork, pocket presence, you seen everything that he struggled with. The next few years, when he started to work with specific quarterback coaches, when he started to take his mechanics seriously, there
Mhm.
were talks as to why he looked that much better, right? Throwing motion better, pocket presence better, footwork better, him being able to play recognition better, right? And then they started comparing it to who? Colin Kaepernick, right? Because Colin is staying. He's staying in one spot. And they're like, bro,
Mhm.
why is Colin staying in one spot after coming on the scene heavy? And Cam is elevating after coming on the scene heavy. Because
Well,
this person took his QB mechanics seriously. This person said, I don't really need QB mechanics, bro. I just do what the fuck I do.
I got I got
Quote,
my own I got my
quoted.
own feelings about how bad Colin Kaepernick has always been, but people
Hey,
didn't want to see that.
quoted though. He said that out of his own mouth. He literally said that out of his own mouth multiple times. I don't take my QB mechanics seriously because I don't feel that they're that important. He quite
Yeah, but
literally said that multiple times in multiple interviews. So when you see that and you see
No.
Cam start to take his seriously and his game start to elevate and Colin Kaepernick start to elevate, but it's starts to idle, starts to stay the same. It's like, well, Cam, we know you can do this. It's just, do you want to now? That's the ultimate
Yeah,
question. How bad do you want to play? Because you're gonna have to change your game. That's just how it's gonna be.
yeah, but I think he's capable. I think he's capable. I just, like I said, it just depends on who he's willing to listen to and who he trusts.
yeah, and going slightly off of what off Mulich's other point, I don't think Anthony Richardson currently is as dynamic as Cam was coming out of college.
Oh,
I
absolutely
don't
not.
think that. So
Oh,
that's why I don't think
absolutely
that's why
not.
I don't think they're the same, because Cam was far more dynamic and explosive.
Oh, Cam was
Mhm.
crazy in
Like, don't get me
college.
wrong, Anthony Richardson he's a beast. He's an athlete. He's a damn good athlete. Like, and there's
Yeah,
no question there.
no,
But
I'm not gonna question his athleticism.
but but Cam's level of dynamic from the quarterback position was like here. Like Anthony Richardson's was like, because
I was gonna say
again,
you can go lower than that if you want.
we watched the film. When Richardson
Mhm.
struggled, he had nothing else to rely on. Cam could still get the ball out,
Cam
Yeah,
can
accurate.
still score.
Like, and
That
again, he
was the
could
problem.
absolutely still score. And if Cam beat you to the edge, bye.
might as well
Like,
wave it off.
yeah, like it was a wrap.
Yep. Um, so we'll see what happens. I still believe I have a sneaky suspicion by midseason Cam will end up in the NFL. We'll see.
I can see.
Um,
I don't see a reason why he shouldn't be in the NFL.
yeah,
Like,
I feel a little sneaky that something's going to happen. Somebody's going to need him in an emergency situation, and Cam will pop up. This is the only time I will ever agree with Nick Wright. This is the only time he would fit really well in Kansas City.
okay,
I I think
interesting.
he I think and I think you can develop a package, a red zone package with Cam Newton in Kansas City to add something totally different. Or since the architect of that offense is now in Washington, um, since we don't have a quarterback, just saying. Um, you know,
I see what you did
um,
there. He does not believe in the Jordan man Heineke.
Oh my
no,
god.
Heineke's in Atlanta.
Are you sure? Right. Heineke is gone.
Heineke
That's
gone.
right.
We don't got no
Y'all got the rookie guy. Well, soon to be
Sam Howell.
sophomore guy. Yeah,
Sam
Sam.
Howell. I
Yeah,
was
we
really
got no
high on him
quarterback.
coming out of his
Yeah.
college. I was really high on him coming out
Good
of
luck.
college, man.
Good luck. I don't trust no
I wasn't
Carolina
higher on him than I
quarterbacks.
was Taylor Heineke. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, I was really high on him, but then
No.
once I seen him in the league, and I just seen how small he was in that pocket, I was like, oh
Yeah,
no,
no,
that's not gonna
No,
he's.
work.
I like Taylor Heineke. I thought Heineke was just fine.
I thought he was fine. But he wouldn't got the money, and so Atlanta was willing to pay him. Take the money. I'm not gonna be mad at
I'm,
nobody for going to get the
No,
money, especially
secure
for
your bag, man. 100%.
somebody like
I mean,
him
because when you look at
who's
Atlanta's situation, who you really rocking with?
I mean, it's
he can take the job from Desmond Ritter.
Exactly, exactly. So you feel me? I got a young quarterback who is really unproven, and I really don't know if he's going to be a guy going forward, or I got a sporadic kind of lightning rod, hot start kind of guy who I know is going to
There's
take chances and winning me some games.
there's too many weapons on that offense. That
yeah,
offense is ready.
but they didn't use Kyle Pitts worth of shit last year.
Right, worth a damn. Oh my goodness
Now
gracious!
I don't know
That was
I gotta
he
find
was
out. I gotta
killing us.
find out who their OC is. I gotta see if they got
He
a new
like
OC.
purposely was not trying to use the tight end.
That was
Yeah.
Good
criminal.
lord. Like, there's no
Well,
way in hell Kyle Pitts can have a stat line of like 3 targets, 2 receptions for 15 yards. Like, no.
no,
Hell
no,
no.
not when you got. I mean, I'm looking at it like you got Drake London and you got Kyle Pitts, bro. You got to make the passing game. Got to work.
Not to mention you had a guy like Tyler Algier come on at the right time too. Like, and you had Cordell Patterson still doing his thing. Like, I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, no, running the ball wasn't. I think, but like I think we
David
talked about this
Rangone.
before. I think
Yeah, David
I
Rangone.
think
Yep.
they moved Cordero Patterson to his slot receiver type position. Seeing that now that they got the backfield, you got Algier, you got Bijan Robinson, you got running backs now, so you don't have to put Cordero Patterson in that situation. He can actually last the whole damn season if he's playing slot receiver.
Yeah, I think Cordell is a slot receiver gonna be nasty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got
I
Dave
think.
Rangone is the Falcons offensive coordinator. He was hired January 21st, 2021.
Who?
Okay, so I'm going
David
to get that
Rangone.
job next week. I'm going to get that job next year.
I don't know who that is.
He's
Okay, so more news for the New Jersey Packers.
The
They
New Jersey
signed
Packers.
they signed Randall Cobb.
Randall.
So more Packers joining the Jets. This was just a what can I call this? Um, more of a guilty pleasure. They don't need him. There's no reason to get Randall Cobb in this situation. You have a lot of wide receivers. I don't even know how much he's going to play. 'Cause I don't think he's better than the young dudes that they got. And I would have to go back and look. I don't know if Jamison Crowder is still there because I know he got hurt,
Um,
but
I do
they've
think
got a
he is still on the roster.
yeah, I think he is still on the roster.
I think the only
so
one of the ones that's not there is Braxton Berrios. Braxton Berrios is with a different team.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Braxton Berry. I thought he would end up with the Patriots, but he
I
didn't.
thought he was too. I was actually had him on my list. Like, let's go ahead and sign him, but it's okay. things happen. But they still got Elijah
But
Mitchell though.
they got Elijah Mitchell. They got there's another dude, Vincent Smith, I think that's his name. He's fast as all get out, but he just can't stay healthy.
There's just
They
there's entirely too many mouths to feed on offense. So, and
yeah,
that's usually a good thing. But we'll see. Like essentially, let me tell you the best part about this whole situation is that Aaron Rodgers has this excuses now. There's zero.
oh yeah, he got no excuse. I don't want to hear
None.
nothing.
If they
He
go,
has
if
no
they go,
excuses.
if they go 8-9, oh, I'm clowning.
I
Oh,
told
I'm
my
He has
clowning.
brother.
no excuses.
I
And let me
I
say this,
told my
right?
brother before we do this. I want to put this on wax. I'm gonna put this on wax because I told my brother the Jets are doing all this to win 7 games.
Let me do this real quick. Let me do this real quick, right?
Just so
Because
I'm putting it on wax.
everybody knows Aaron Rodgers has been my favorite quarterback since he stepped foot in this league, right? Butte
Mhm.
alumni, Berkeley alumni. Shout out to the CCIF for me. I call it San Mateo. You know what I'm saying? But play Butte 2 times a year. But anyways, check this out. Everybody knows Aaron Rodgers has been my guy since he stepped in the league and he took over for Brett Favre and they won the Super Bowl, whatever the case may be, right? But at the same time, I'm not biased towards this man. I can definitely give a proper breakdown and let everybody know what it is with Aaron Rodgers. Look, check this out, right? Check this out. You guys ready? Are you guys ready for this? Because he walked in that building and he said that Lombardi Trophy that the last time they won was with Joe Namath, right? Most overrated quarterback in NFL history, by the way.
Joe Namath.
That's what we got to bring that tier list, Mel. Because I'm trying to tell you, I get
We're
nasty.
gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
I get real gross. I get super disgusting. Because Joe Namath, he's the first person on that damn list. The first person. But anyway.
As long as Terry Bradshaw is still alive, never.
Oh, don't worry. Terry gets smoked too. Terry gets smoked. Troy Aikman gets smoked. All niggas get smoked. But that's for another time. Check this out. Aaron, I don't know what dark place you had went to. I don't know what dark place you descended into and then ascended out of. But whatever drugs you want, give me your plugs number because I need them. Because there's no way y'all finna win another Super Bowl, big dog. I'm trying to tell you right now, your best chance was when you were
7
the
games.
Packers and
7 games.
you had my boy Tay out there, but you don't got that no more. You sat there and you asked for all the people in Green Bay and all the people in Timbuktu and all the people in the dark place that you went to, and even including your girlfriend, who I believe is a witch. I'm just saying, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I think she's a witch. I think she's supernatural. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just think that she's supernatural. Okay,
Could be
but
true.
if this man don't win, first of all, I'm never gonna let the Jets live it down. I promise you. I'm the biggest Jets hater now. Like I ridicule the Jets so much now, but it's only gonna go to a higher extent because
I can't let you have that because I'm definitely the biggest Jets hater, being a Patriots fan myself. So
I'm cool with 1B. I'm cool with 1B.
You know what? I'm with it. We can stand on that mountain together.
Man, JET, y'all suck. I don't care.
No,
Anyway,
I got it. It's FUCK them
yeah.
JET.
Yeah, yard trash. Yeah. So, anyways, but yeah. So, Aaron, if you do all of this stuff and you had all of these lists and you went to the dark place, the sunken place, and you went to go see Jesus Christ, and you went to go see Buddha, and you went to go talk to Lucifer himself. I don't know who you was talking to, big dog, but you was talking to everybody. Apparently, you was there for 4 days. Okay, you was there for 4 days. So you had to have experienced some kind of extraterrestrial shit. Okay, so if you went through all of that and you don't win no goddamn championship, dog. Look, favorite quarterback, but the roasting is going to be ruthless. Okay,
I don't believe
it's going to be a whole show dedicated to roasting Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
and
the second the Jets get eliminated from playoff contention, that whole show, that entire show, is just going to be a Jets logo.
Oh yeah, no,
that's
definitely.
what. That's all it's going to be.
Going in.
But let's start at the bottom of this though, because I don't even think they can win the division.
No, I don't.
Because
I told my brother, I said they might finish 3rd in the division.
I can see that. I can see that. I genuinely
y'all got them beating the Patriots.
Let people sleep on this if they want to. Don't sleep on Miami.
Yeah,
I genuinely hate admitting that. Trust me, I hate admitting the fact that as of right now, on paper, we are the 4th team in our own division. We are on paper, just on paper.
Let me just ask y'all just run by this gauntlet real quick. Y'all think they beat the Patriots twice?
No. I honestly put like this. I honestly believe the Jets are going to finish last in the AFC East.
I do too. But do you think they beat Buffalo twice?
No.
You think they beat Miami twice?
No.
No.
Yeah, they're it's I'm trying to tell people they can go out and they can get the new quote
And
unquote Joe Namath who's gonna come
their
win them another championship since 1952, but it's
look,
not gonna work. I promise
their
you, it's not gonna work.
schedule. They have to play the NFC East and the AFC West.
Look, do we have enough time? Can we pull their schedule and just run through it real quick and just see how many L's exist?
I pulled it up because they don't have the dates, but they do have the teams that they're
Oh,
playing.
that's right. The schedule release is like in a couple weeks.
To the,
I was gonna say
it's,
that's scheduled coming in a couple weeks.
May 11th.
Oh, that's
That's
next week. Oh,
May
well,
11th is when they come out.
I guess we know what the
But-
show gonna be about next week.
Yep.
But they have the teams. They have the teams that they play. I think that they play the NFC East and the AFC West.
That is true.
Ooh, that's
That is true.
interesting.
That is true.
Yeah, CJ, you're gonna have to find a new team because they're not going to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
They're
they're
not even making it to the
Super Bowl,
AFC
man.
Championship. You lucky if you're a wild card team in the AFC.
I was
The
gonna say,
AFC
they
is
lucky
just
if
too
they get
damn loaded.
wild card.
It's
Yeah.
stacked, bro. It's
AFC
stacked.
is
The
crazy.
AFC is literally the gauntlet.
AFC is crazy. And take it from me. Take it from me. Take it from me, big dog. Right? Like I understand wishful thinking. Take it from me.
Look,
No.
Cleveland didn't even make the playoffs last year, but guess who's making the playoffs this year?
The Browns.
Cleveland.
Like there's
Take it
gonna
from
be
me,
a
big
lot of
dog.
shaking
I'm an
up
X-rated
in the
fan.
AFC.
I know the struggle. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I know how it is, how it feels to be complete and utter trash for years after winning the Super Bowl, and now you guys think you're big shit, and then you never see another Super Bowl for 20 guys. I understand how it is. Y'all, I get it. Y'all might be a little different because y'all only got one, and that one that y'all got, you almost lost to a backup.
Y'all got one in this. Y'all got one in the last decade.
But yeah, man, that's wishful thinking, man. I get it. As football fans, we got to keep hope alive. But no.
I know. Ask
Pull up-
Cowboys
pull
fans,
up-
the most delusional.
Pull out the names of those teams. I ran it down, and this was my honest opinion.
All right,
'Cause
let's see. I got Washington. No,
They're gonna lose that game.
I think they lose that game. The Eagles, they
That's my
definitely
heart.
lose that game. That's a
That's my
blowout.
heart. But
They
they're gonna
get
lose
blown
to
out
the
against
Eagles.
the Eagles. Falcons, that might be a close.
They'll beat the Falcons. Depending on who's the quarterback.
I was gonna say,
I think no, that defense is good. They'll be
that defense is really good. The
that
Chargers
defense is good.
They're not beating the Chargers.
That'll be a close. No, you know what? Let me tell you why they will beat the Chargers. And this is not nothing to do with the Jets. It's because the Chargers have a tendency of not beating teams they're supposed to beat.
Okay.
Like, they will do everything in their power to shoot themselves in the foot, and they will fuck around and lose like a game to the Jets.
What he said, because knowing the Chargers, like I say every single year, man. What do I say? Chargers.
So that's what.
Own Chargers.
So we got them 2 games? Falcons and Chargers.
So far,
yeah. But the next game they getting blown out by KC, so that's
yeah.
Interesting.
And then you got the Texans, who they might fuck around and lose to. I ain't gonna lie to you, they might fuck around and lose to the Texans.
I'm gonna be nice and give them that dub just because rookie quarterback.
Rookie quarterback. So that's true.
Versus an experienced defense. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
CJ's
I'm 3 wins.
I'm out there begging niggas, but that's just me.
That's 3.
They still do got Sauce. Let me put some respect on my boy Sauce.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be nice.
Yeah. My middle name twin. But then they got the Bills. No, they're not winning that game. Miami not winning that game.
No.
Patriots not winning that game. I just don't, because Bill don't play that. Bill don't play that.
At least the first game against the Jets, they're not beating the Bills. I mean, Patriots.
I think if they win the first game, Bill's gonna be like, y'all can have that, but guess what? Y'all, it's gonna come down to the point where y'all need to beat us to get into the playoffs, and we're gonna beat the shit out y'all, just like they do
last season when
I was just saying, just like they do every single year. They do it every year.
Return last year.
Off a punt return, they do it every year. Bill Belichick is maniacal. He does it every year. Y'all beat us. Yeah, y'all good.
And what's crazy is special teams was the weakness of our team last year. We were terrible in special teams last year.
Terrible. And that's how they won. Bill knows what he's doing. Then they got the Cowboys, who they're going to lose to.
It depends on which Cowboys team shows
up. I think I'll reserve all of that later for the Cowboys, but I don't think they're going to beat the Cowboys.
Now I could be petty and be like, yeah, the Cowboys is going to lose, but I'm not. You feel me? I'm here for y'all. I'm here for y'all today, Cowboys
right
fans.
now.
Dallas,
we're writing this all in pencil right now. When the schedule comes out, it's going to be
when the schedule comes out, because we got to see if it's a home game, away game, We got to see
Lead
when
pencil,
it's popping
by
off.
the way. This isn't like a number 2 pencil. This is a lead pencil. This motherfucker breaking halfway through. So
Yeah,
just
yeah, 100%.
y'all got to sit tight. The Giants battle in
That's
New
not an
York.
easy game.
Hey,
That's
look,
not
That's
an
I
not
say
easy
a
you said
game.
battle in New York. That's not an easy game, man.
that's going to be a very big game
Yeah.
because Aaron Rodgers is in New York. So it's going. That's probably going to be the biggest Jets Giants game we've seen in a very very
In a
long
very
Yeah.
time.
long time.
And I'll
Absolutely.
tell you what, with that one, I will go out on a limb and I'll give the Jets the edge in that game.
I'm not mad at that.
Because
I'm
because
not
I
mad at
do
that at
feel
all.
like in a game like that, I don't trust Daniel Jones against that defense.
That's a
That's
good
really
point.
what it comes down to.
That's a really
And
good point.
defensively, the Giants, they weren't bad last year. But looking at the receivers that the Jets have, they don't have somebody that can shut them down across the board.
Okay,
Right.
wait, hold on,
Okay.
because you just said something really, really interesting, right? That I had to really think about, right? I had to really think about this because you just said something really crazy. The Giants' defense wasn't bad last year, right?
No.
The Jets have a really solid defense. You want to
They
know
do.
whose DB core is fucking insane and nobody talks about it? The Patriots.
Oh, we know.
Their DB core is
Oh
fucking
no.
crazy,
Oh,
and
we know
nobody
this.
talks
No.
about
The
it. Of
Patriot.
course, you
No.
know,
The
Mr.
Patriot.
DQ. I'm already knowing you know,
No.
but
Nah.
I'm just thinking about it like,
When
bro,
they
there's
brought in
no
Christian Gonzalez, I was like, it's a wrap. It's
Hey,
over.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, there's no way the Jets are going to win against the Patriots now, bro. Like, because just think about their DB core, bro. Think
No.
about the receivers the Jets have, and think about the Patriots DB core. No,
I
hell
was and I
no.
was salty that we let JC Jackson go.
Oh, y'all made up
Oh,
for it.
no. Oh,
But I'm
that's
just saying, if
crazy.
we'd have still had him and then
Yeah.
brought in
Yeah.
Christian Gonzalez, like, man, we shut everybody.
Oh, Peppers, Duger. You got
Like,
Jalen
Mhm.
Mills.
yeah, like
Oh my God, you still got Young Jones back there. Oh my, that's
and that's just
crazy.
DBs.
That
We
is
ain't even talking about the
disgusting.
pass rush. Like that's just
Exactly. I don't
Yeah.
even
DBs.
want to talk about that. I'm just talking about the DBs because we
Because
know
I'm just
he asked
saying,
specifically for receivers. You know what I'm saying?
I know who was in the top 5 in sacks last year as a team, but we don't talk about that. We talk about the Eagles and everything else. But there was this
Oh,
guy
we're
named
not gonna talk
Matthew
about that.
Judon that had
I
more
was gonna say
sacks
we're not
than
gonna talk about that
Micah
man
Parsons.
child
But
named
I'm just saying
named Big Juju on that line,
he had more sacks than Micah Parsons, but he wasn't in the discussion for defensive player of the year though.
which is crazy because when you really look
Oh,
at
sorry, let me sip my drink.
what
It
Big
was the
Juju
hype
was
train.
doing,
It was the hype
crazy.
train. It was the hype train.
It had to because
Oh,
impact on the
definitely
field.
was.
I'm sorry,
It
Matthew
was.
Judon was definitely playing better.
It was. No, he
Yeah.
was. That's facts. If you
It's just he was on a
when you
team that
watched
was
it,
not winning.
They
That's all.
weren't.
yeah,
They weren't. They didn't view the Patriots as a contending team.
they
No,
didn't. But it's
even though we
crazy
damn near
because
even though we were about to make the playoffs anyway.
I called
Yeah.
him Red Gloves, right? I called him
Yep.
Red Gloves because when I was in high school, we had this specific player that we called him Blue Shoes, right? Anytime he went, he was our Jordan, right? Anywhere he went, follow that nigga right there, okay? So I called Matthew Judon Red Gloves because he always had them red gloves on, and if you don't find red gloves, he's gonna make you pay. Man, when I tell you the shit that he was doing all season was insane, bro. Like, man, hey, they're not winning that game. The Jets are. It's bad. They're probably gonna get blown out that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's probably gonna be like a 27-3 game. Next is the Broncos.
Is it?
This is going to be. I'm going to give Russell Wilson this. This is going to be his turnaround season. He's going to make everybody remember who the hell he is. So
My response to that game is it depends on one thing and one thing only: what week that game is.
Yep.
what week and where it is.
If that is a beginning of the season game, on paper, the Jets will win that game just because they've been playing together minus Rodgers and a couple things. If that game is a week 12 game, the Broncos winning. I'm saying right now, if it's a week 10 and if it's a week 8 and later game, let me just go ahead and play that game. Broncos winning that game.
Honestly, I can
Mhm.
see that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because Sean Payton and Russ are just going to jail more and more as the time goes on.
100%.
Yep.
Then they got the Browns, which I can
I already
honestly see
told
them
you.
losing that game.
They're not beating them. They're not
That's
beating
gonna that game will be decided by a field goal.
It's going to be an ugly
think so
I
game.
think
too.
there's a lot of
too.
factors that cancel each other out, and with the way those two teams are structured, that's a
I
field goal type of
believe
game for me.
we saw. Okay, there's a clip from Jets practice where Sauce and Elijah Moore were going one on one with each other. We're going to see that in real time now. And Elijah Moore is going to win that battle. Going to. And I don't know if they put Sauce on Elijah, because they do have Amari Cooper on the other side. But this is going to be, oh, you let me go. I'm gonna show you what you missing game.
It's not
I can
even.
understand
It's
that.
so there's one other receiver we ain't even named yet. This is gonna be an X factor in that game, and his name is Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Oh, that's my
They're
guy.
gonna
That's my
they're
guy.
gonna put some respect with a K on my man, like, because not only is this man a good receiver for that team, he's also a dangerous punt
Yeah,
returner.
no, that's my guy. I'm a Michigan guy, so I know all
But
about Donovan
oh no,
Peoples-Jones. So
people laughed at me when I drafted him in my PPR money league last year, and he was
Same,
paying dividends.
same.
yeah,
So, like,
Hey,
I've been watching Mr. Peoples Jones for a couple years. I'm like, that guy is
yeah,
better than advertised. Like, he just,
way better, way better.
and now him and Deshaun done played, had some time
mm-hmm.
together. Oh yeah,
Got a
no,
little chemistry,
it's gonna
yeah.
be something. Like, don't be surprised if he leads that team in touchdowns. Just gonna throw that out there. Wouldn't be surprising because he's that
Oh,
much bigger.
definitely.
He's
Because of
good.
him
No,
being
he's.
Deshaun Watson loves his receivers that run that seam down the middle, and they're big
Mm-hmm,
guys, and that's
Mm-hmm.
Peoples Jones.
yep.
Then they got the Raiders. They gonna win that game. I ain't gonna lie to you. They gonna win that game.
Hey, you know
Whatever.
what? Hey, Jacobs
Fuck
might
them.
run all over them.
They gonna win that game. They gonna win that game. But who will?
Mm-hmm.
But the Raiders can't stop nobody. So it's like,
Let's go.
you know what I'm saying? But then they got the Bills, and then they end off, the Bills, Miami, Patriots. But
The
yeah,
NFC. So the AFC East again.
yeah.
Like I said, no, they're not getting more than 7. They might get 8, but that's about it for them
I
Jets.
don't see them. Nope. I don't see them doing what everybody thinks that they're gonna do this year.
Outside of some catastrophic injuries to some of their opponents,
Unless there's injuries involved and all of that, 8 wins that's the ceiling for them. That's the ceiling. And then we will destroy Aaron Rodgers on this show personally.
And the
We will do
Jets.
it. And the Jets.
yes.
So D Hop was on a podcast recently where he kind of hinted at teams he would like to play for, not saying that those were his wishes. A guy just threw some teams out there and wanted to gauge his reaction. Um, what do you guys think? Does he stay in Arizona or is he gone? I
If,
believe he's gone.
if he's smart, he leaves.
Yep. I think he's gone.
Like, there's nothing for you in Arizona, my guy.
Thank you. I just said the
Like,
same
your
thing yesterday.
quarterback is hurt. You got a brand new coach who has no head coaching experience. Like, your best defensive player wants a trade. Like, if that ain't Houston Texans all over again, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
Like, if they don't trade him by the beginning of the season, he will be traded by the trade deadline. Mark the words. Mark it on Cinco de Mayo.
Right. No, you didn't. No, we talked about it. I believe Baltimore should do everything in their power to get him.
If Baltimore don't do it, Buffalo should.
Or Buffalo.
Or Buffalo, yeah, honestly. That's really it. I think
Yeah.
I just think, like I
Listen,
said, when we
I
was on
think
the
D
phone
Hop would
yesterday,
be the missing piece for Buffalo to beat Kansas City and actually win a Super Bowl.
I don't think D Hop is. I think a better play from their quarterback.
Well, yeah, if you got D Hop and Diggs now, and you letting a guy like how I forget his name that fast, Gabe Davis be your third guy operating in the slot.
Oh, that's scary.
That's exactly my point. Like, if I'm thinking about now, mind you, the only reason that game will still be a very difficult game for Buffalo is because Kansas City played a bunch of rookie defensive backs who are now have experience in the biggest games. But I still think a guy like D Hop, when Josh Allen throws those ridiculous balls, D Hop coming down with it. Like, I'm sorry.
Agreed.
Because some of those passes that he threw to Gabe Davis and that he threw to Stephon Diggs, they don't have the hands that D Hop has. D Hop still has the best hands in the game. Not one of. I'm saying the best. You throw that ball in his vicinity, he coming down with it.
that's only because Larry Fitzgerald is gone. But yeah,
that's why I said. Yeah, that's why I said what I said. Currently, currently.
I still think my man Bad Knees got him with the hands.
no way you just call him bad.
Who can't guard Mike?
my man OBJ. I think OBJ still got him.
Ain't no way you just call my man Bad Knees, bro.
Bad Knees Beckham, baby.
Yeah, bad knees Beckham, baby.
Oh no!
Hey,
Oh
y'all look out.
no!
That's
Oh,
gonna be a hit song right there.
Oh
Bad
matter of
news,
fact,
Beckham.
matter of fact, your goat. You're gonna have to pin
oh,
this at 50-18,
oh
somewhere around there.
dang!
Bad knees Beckham.
Hey,
Bad
that's
news,
why
Beckham.
that
That
sound
is
like a little kid's
crazy.
a little kid's baseball team.
Oh dang!
But
Oh, that's
but
crazy.
but in but in Baltimore, you think about it. You put Rashard Bateman, Odell Beckham, D Hop, Mark Andrews with that running game.
I don't think Baltimore can afford D Hop at this point. D Hop still has a very substantial contract that definitely
It's
makes him
20.
different.
Yeah, it's 25 million.
And their current cap
Um,
space situation
is
ain't 20 million.
is crazy. But I think they should do what the Rams did: eat the salary cap, eat the penalty, whatever it may be. I think if they can bring D Hop in, they're the favorites to win the Super Bowl.
So what you're saying is they should we gonna stick with this take the Rams page out of the Rams book. You saying fuck them picks type of situation? Like you giving up
Fuck them
no like for
picks.
real,
Yeah,
are you if you're Baltimore, are you giving up next year's first rounder for him type of situation?
what I'm giving it up
Okay.
because we're gonna be better than that even without him. So with a pick in the 20s, not saying it's not worth anything, but if I can if I can increase my odds of getting to the Super Bowl, I'll do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't disagree with you. I can see it's just right now, and it's weird that we're
Because
even saying this because they have so many now they have an abundance of receivers in Baltimore, even though they should have already. But I'm like, you're gonna add two alphas, Odell and D Hopper, but definitely alpha receivers. And then you've still
mm,
got Bateman. You've still obviously got the quiet storm, Mark Andrews. That's what we're gonna call him. He
mm,
don't really say much. He's just there. He scores touchdowns. That's what he does.
Yeah,
mm.
really.
And then you still got another rookie they had. Well, he ain't a rookie. He was a sophomore last year. Well, I can't remember his name.
You
It'll
got
come back to me
Duvernay.
eventually. That
You
one,
still got
Duvernay. There we
you,
go. So like the receiver room is becoming rather crowded.
which is a good thing because you have a motivated Lamar. Lamar said he wants to throw for 6,000 yards. Give him D Hop.
Hey, listen, I hope he gets close. I hope he has a
No
five thousand
cap, so
yard
do
season.
I.
I hope he has a 5,000 yard season so people can stop saying this man is not a real quarterback.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like if you like you, I would look at him like, you really want to throw for six? If he says yeah, like, all right, cool. I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
I
And
hope
then when he see
yeah.
he see D Hop walk into the facility and be like, so we're gonna do that. The goal is to do that.
And I hope Monken's offense is designed that way. I really do. Like I know what it was at Georgia, but I'm saying I hope that's how it's designed
Hmm.
in Baltimore as well.
Yep,
Yeah.
because I would do it. I would literally do it. I would literally roll out Odell, D Hop, Duvernay, Bateman, Rashard, I was supposed to, Mark Andrews, and just be
So
like, look, they go like, how you gonna run the ball? Do you see number 8? That's how we gonna run the ball.
so
Not
the real
playing.
football question: Are you running more of a 12 personnel? Are you running more of a 13? Like what is your base set? If I'm put your OC hat on, Mill. I'm asking this from that perspective. What's your base offense with those weapons now?
I'm going 13. I'm
Yep.
just
Okay,
there's three receivers. There's three receivers on the field at all times.
At all times. At all times.
has to
I
be.
would if I was
Bec-
Baltimore, I would have my D
Because
Hop
Duvernay, I
Odell,
put Duvernay,
obviously.
I put Bateman or Duvernay in the slot
Yep.
with Odell and D Hop on the outside. Even if D Hop's not there, I put Bateman on the outside. I put Duvernay in the slot. He's my second running back. If I
Yeah.
any jet sweeps, quick screens, bubble screens, all that goes to Duvernay, all of it, because that's just they have so much talent. And I mean, that's still saying they still have running backs though. Like they still can run the ball. Listen here, you go. The Lions are not better than the Ravens. As long as Jared Goff is the quarterback, never.
Look, first of all, Detroit need to get their gambling situation under control before they start talking about being
Right,
better
you
than
gotta play
anybody.
the first 4 games without your best wide receiver again.
I thought he was out. Is it 4 or 6?
He got 4.
Okay, but still, your first round pick from last year, the Alabama guy, is
Jamison
suspended,
Williams.
and now he's suspended for gambling.
Yep.
Even if it was on college games, it doesn't matter. It's the principle of the situation.
I think I would probably go like I'd probably rock out with a solid like 2 personnel. I ain't even gonna lie to you. 3 receivers, 2 tight ends, no running back, and then I'm just going. Or I probably go 1
I think,
personnel, 4
but
receivers, just so I can get that 4th receiver on the field, and
they
have
did
that tight
that.
end.
That's their base, but that's what they did a lot. Because the way I look at it is, I don't want everybody in the box. I want to get everybody the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to tighten
So
everybody the fuck out.
yeah, so if I can keep 3 receivers on the field, you have to match up to that. So even if, because we still have to take into consideration Lamar's legs,
Yep,
I can still run all of my read option stuff out of that 3 wide receiver set.
yep.
Yeah, those are
So
extra blockers
I'm
now.
yeah, so I'm theoretically still running 2 running backs in my offense. Technically
Technically,
3 if you add Dubin in,
yeah.
because I can still run off tackles off of jet sweeps and stuff like that. Like this is why I said y'all can't have me in the NFL calling plays. I will shit on every defense that is
Oh
out
yeah,
there. Every single one.
because even then, I would switch it up and go like a 10 or 11 personnel, just so I keep
Hmm.
my tight end on the field, and now that's going to give me a different dynamic as far as the pass game because I'm gonna have
Yeah,
all 3
be-
levels
because
fucked up.
they have another tight end. I keep forgetting his first name. His last name is Oliver. He runs like a 4.4 4.3. Like he's fast. Like he's
He's pretty athletic.
he has receiver speed at tight end. So I can still shrink it, bring in my 2 running backs, but I got receiver speed because even if it don't look like appealing to me, you can still line Mark Andrews up outside and then take Oliver and put his ass on the outside, and you don't lose anything.
You don't.
Yeah.
And with all 3 of those
So
receivers, or with all those receivers essentially being able to play in the slot,
mhm,
oh, that's disgusting.
because yeah, because in my eyes, once I get inside the 20, I move Odell inside. He's in the slot.
Yep.
You gonna have to deal with him deal against your third best cornerback.
Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with him and Mark Andrews. So I'm gonna be putting your literally your
I'm
nickel or your
I'm
dime
stressing your defense out.
and your safety. I'm gonna be putting them in a horrible spot every single time in the red zone.
Hmm.
Every
I'm
single
stressing you out.
time. Coach is gonna have to make a business decision at that point.
Okay, so we might have to, unless we can do this pretty fast. Y'all want to do boom or bust?
Let's get it. I think we can run through this pretty quick.
Yeah, we can run.
Okay, let's
Track
go
count.
through. Let's go through boom or bust for the 2023 draft. Give me you guys' projected superstars, guys that you think um can be Pro Bowlers to Hall of Famers. You ain't got to give me everybody. Just give me
Mm,
your top 3, I guess. Give me your top 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Give me
say
Bijan right off rip.
Okay.
off rip.
Like that to me. That's I'm not gonna say a no brainer, but it's
It's basically a no
pretty
brainer. I'm not
pretty
even gonna lie
damn
to you.
close to no brainer
Mhm.
in my
That's
book.
generation. That's generational talent. Like
Yeah, yeah, no,
that's
for sure.
crazy.
Like it's
Okay.
yeah.
Who you got, Mo?
Um, I'm gonna say Will Anderson Jr. I just I just love the way that boy plays, man. Like
As a boom? Okay.
I just love the way he plays, bro. I feel like he's gonna be insane. He's gonna have a long career, beautiful career, and it's gonna work out for him.
Okay. Give me a second one, GQ.
Mm, mm, mm,
Oh,
mm.
I'll give you mine. My bad. I'm jumped all over myself. Um, Sean Tucker, running back out of
Okay.
Syracuse. I think he's a sleeper. I like fast guys, especially coming out of the backfield because you can do so much with them. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. GQ, give me your second.
Do. Give me. I got to be realistic now because I was gonna rock with the same one that Moo did because I had him on my list anyway. Oh, I lost his name. My offensive lineman who was drafted, who was
Which one
picked
from
up.
what school?
Um, I'm having a brain fart. Wrong time to have a brain fart. It was the first one off the board too. That's what's crazy.
Oh,
He
Paris.
he got the funny last name.
not
Uh,
Stefanski. I mean, not
No,
what's his
no.
name? Not what's his name? Uh,
Let me see.
because Roderick Robin, what's the name? He went third. Who was the first one? I can't
Yeah, he
remember his
went. Yeah,
name.
he went real early.
Hold on, I got no. I got the list right here. I got all the draft picks right here.
I got Paris at 6. Paris Johnson Jr. at 6. Darnell Wright at 10. Peter Skoronsky at 11.
Skoronski.
Skoronsky?
Skoronsky.
Skoronski. That's the one. He went
Okay.
11, but yeah. No, I watched the film on Skoronski. I like Skoronski's like a 16-year NFL player.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I believe it. I believe it.
he's yeah.
I liked him a lot. I liked his film a lot
Yeah.
too. He was actually he was actually who I wanted the Raiders to pick, honestly. But
My third one to be a surprise for you, but it's gonna be good.
second is honestly I'm gonna go with. This may surprise you guys a little bit because you guys know I'm very hard on on this particular team. I'm gonna go with the Raiders, man. Michael Mayer out of
What?
Notre Dame.
I like Michael May. I like Michael
I
May. I think
like
he's
I'm
him
a
perfect.
a
fan.
lot.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
He,
I'm actually glad he's one of the guys I wanted the Raiders. When they
yeah,
got rid of Darren Waller, I said, then you better
you better
you
get,
got it.
you
Yeah, you
have
got to
to
replace him with
with
comparable talent, and they did.
absolutely
So
one of those guys. And I
I'm with it.
believe Mayer is one of those guys. He's not as fast as Waller, but Waller was basically a glorified receiver that was converted to tight end.
yeah, I
But
think Mayer can be the Gronk to
yeah,
the
that's what I
to
was
the
thinking.
Raiders.
He reminded me a lot of. I'm not saying he is Gronk, so if anybody wants to try to play,
Yeah.
you can find this. And I'm just saying his play reminded me a lot of Gronk when I was watching him
Mhm.
in college. When I was watching him at
Yeah.
freaking Notre Dame, his play reminded me a lot of Gronk. So I go
Yeah.
with Michael Mayer at my second.
Okay. I'm gonna give you my second. This one is gonna surprise everybody because the way I went absolutely ape shit last week. Emmanuel Forbes. Emmanuel Forbes.
So
I am going
how did you go from
because
ape shit to boom? That's a spectrum
because I
for
have
you.
because I have to do this. I have to do this. I had to go back and look at the history of my
Oh
Washington
dang!
football team, now Commanders, former Redskins, at how we pick D backs, and we don't miss on DBs.
You don't, not at
That's
all.
true.
One thing we don't,
That is one of the best positions that you guys draft. There's not a lot of
yeah.
NFL teams who are really good at defensive backs, and Washington
And
is one of them.
the last guy we drafted from the same exact school was Fred Smoot, and Fred Smoot was a really good cornerback, really good for us. So I think he can be better than Fred Smoot because his ability to locate the ball and cover. I think, like I said, his size is what scares me more than anything. But hey, I'm going boom. I'm going boom on this. I'm going
Okay.
boom. Who's your three?
On me or on move.
Oh, on you, on you.
All right. Give me Lucas Van Ness out of Iowa.
I like Lucas. I like him a
I do
lot.
too. I had him on my big board. I wanted the Patriots to draft him, but I'm
That
cool. We
was
got Christian Gonzalez too.
one of my close ones. I ain't
Like
gonna lie, that was one of my close ones.
I like his game, and it's just there's one thing we know about Iowa players. That's just Iowa, specifically Iowa.
Yeah.
They come into the
Uh, that-
league extremely intelligent. They come in ready to play, and they usually become contributing starters very quickly.
mhm.
And yes, I know he's a little bit on the smaller side, but he'll be fine.
Yep. Who you got, Mo?
I got. I had to throw one of my guys on here. So shout out to CSM College of San Mateo. Mekhi Blackman at a USC. San Mateo transfer. Worked under the great, the one, the only Amari Green. Shout out to my
Mhm.
boy OG, one of the greatest DB coaches to ever walk this planet. Kind of a smaller frame kind of kid. Really, really strong playmaking ability. His over aggressiveness sometimes can be hurtful. But he's really like a guitar, man, that just needs to be tuned up. Honestly, He's athletic. He's quick. He's fast. He has footwork. He's physical. He's probably going to beef up a little more in the league. But I love the way he plays. Of course, he trained under one of the greatest. So yeah, that's going to be my third man. I think he's going to be real. I think he's going to have a really solid career.
Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna make this quick because we gotta get to these busts before we get to the purpose of the show, which is family ties. I did some real research on that, and it's gonna be crazy. My last one, Jordan Addison. I think Jordan Addison is going to be amazing. I love everything about him. I think he's a complete wide receiver, and him going to Minnesota, good. It's a good spot for him. Not the spot I would like for him. I would want him to be with a pretty, like I'm just saying, a slightly better quarterback than Kirk Cousins.
Understood.
Understood. Definitely understood.
But I'm gonna give y'all my three busts real quick. I Will Levis. I don't think that's gonna work for anybody. Um, and this is another one, and it's not so much a talent thing. I just think he is not going to prosper because of this just way too much talent. That's Jalen Carter. I don't believe he's going to be able to be who he is because it's just way too much talent on that Eagles front line. And Quentin Johnson. I don't know why everybody likes this big slow dude, but yeah,
All right.
that's my three.
So I think we're all gonna have the same quarterback. So yeah. I've already said my spiel about him. I'm gonna leave it at that. My second one, ironically, they share the same first name, but I'm going Will McDonald. That's
Okay.
another one. There's I don't know. The more and more I went back and tried to look at the film from Iowa State, I was just like,
Unimpressed.
yeah, like I mean, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. Robert Sala is going to maximize him,
Definitely.
but he was drafted 15th overall.
right. I don't think that's kind
So
of high. That's kind of high for him.
exactly. So that's where that comes from. And last but not least, because I just don't know, and that's Mozzie Smith.
Mozzie, yeah, I feel, and I'm a Michigan guy, so this is not a thing. Mozzie he's good. He's
Yes,
really good.
Mozzie is good, but we're talking about first rounders.
Right. And I just think what they're gonna expect from him,
Yeah,
he's not gonna be able to do.
what they expect, what he's going to do, it's not
Yeah.
going to add up.
Bullet.
All right. So first one, I was gonna, go with Will Levis, but I don't know. I feel like he might. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be a bust. I feel like he might have like a solid career. He might be like a solid career backup, but we'll see. My first one is actually gonna be Dalton Kincaid, out of Utah. I don't really think he's gonna pan out. I think he's really overhyped.
Right.
Honestly, I think Michael Mayer was loads better than
Way
him.
better. Way better.
So for him to go so high, which is just crazy to me. And it's his consistency. His consistency really isn't good. Next, I think the Steelers reached on Broderick Jones. I do
You
like
think
him as a
so?
pick. Yeah, I do like him as a pick. I just don't like him as a pick for the Steelers.
Hmm.
Because he's a very brawling, very physical kind of O
Yeah.
lineman.
That's what Najee Harris needs.
Yes, but if you only have one of them,
He
I
now
don't
he
really
Just
did
know how
running.
have
it
he
works.
now he did have a reputation for a lot of penalties,
That is
and
true.
Mike Tomlin ain't with that.
Yeah,
That's
and if
true.
you
That is
if
very
you
true.
look at the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line, they have a reputation for a lot of penalties, and they were their offensive line was one of the most penalized in the league last year. So I just don't think I'm not saying he's not going to work out, but I don't think he's going to work out for that team. Um,
Mhm.
so I think that their struggles is probably gonna his struggles is probably gonna be amplified by the team's failure, and I just don't think it's gonna work out for him. But last but not least, everybody's probably gonna we can go ahead and clip this one. We can go ahead and clip this sound like this one. But Bryce Young,
Well,
uh,
you know how I feel about
I
Bryce
don't see
Young,
it.
so
I do not see it.
I don't feel no kind of way about. I feel
Small.
he's not going to be good.
I get it. The pocket presence, the arm, the
Tua all
accuracy. I
over
get
again.
it. But he's small. Footwork is kind of He's very small statured as well. I just don't see him lasting very long in
And
the
he's an
league.
Alabama quarterback.
And he's an Alabama quarterback, but
That
that's
part.
besides the point.
So,
Yeah, I just don't see him lasting very long, honestly. I
right.
think CJ Stroud is going to have a longer, better career than
And that's
Bryce Young.
scary.
And that's
And that's
saying a
scary.
lot because that's an Ohio
That's saying a
State
lot.
quarterback.
That's saying a lot. Real quick, I am not 100% sure. Troy is going to have this. This is a test to see if this is going to work here. Um, we do have a show on Monday. I'm not sure if we have the clip for the Monday show or if Moolage is going to do the clip for the Monday show. But Troy,
I don't know if
can you?
Troy
Are we going to preview Monday's show?
or am
What are
I
we going
going to
to
get
do?
the single screen?
What
What
we
we
doing?
Or
doing?
What
how
we
we
doing
going
here?
to do
What
it?
we doing? Doing.
So we're gonna go with no. We're gonna go with no. But
Because I can
tune in
kick it
Monday.
live.
Tune in Monday. We're gonna get into a lot of playoff talk. Shout out to my Golden State Warriors for handling business last night. So yeah, there's gonna
Series
be a
is
lot of
playing out
basketball
exactly how I
talk.
said it was playing out.
Um,
Say that.
Zamara is home crying right now because James Harden didn't show up.
He showed
So
up at the strip club though.
he did show up at the strip club. But let's get to the purpose of today's show.
Oh my
Segment
god.
is called Family Ties. I came up with this when I got inspired when I saw the Dallas Cowboys scout. They made him make the calls to his son, and he was able to draft his son, running back for Kansas State, Deuce Vaughn. I think he's actually going to be a great fit for the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of similarities to Emmitt Smith for myself after watching highlights and film of him. But it made me think, is football the most legacy sport, meaning father to son and, having siblings playing in the sport? So it got me to going through some. I did not, and I asked it as a question, but I actually came to the conclusion it's not even close. Football dwarfs everyone else.
It does. It does. I looked it up
It's
last night
not.
too. It's really
It's
not even
not.
close.
It's not. They dwarf every other sport from father to son and siblings that are playing the
Hmm.
same sport. Um, y'all tell me there was some that I didn't even know. It blew my mind that the father son ones because some of the sons didn't carry the father's name.
True.
So um, I'm gonna rattle some off. You tell me how you feel about these. We got the Greasies, Bob and Brian.
I'm Brian. Yep.
Okay.
Don Hasselback, Matt Hasselback, and Tim Hasselback. I totally forgot that Don Hasselback played for the Ravens.
That's
Like, I
true.
totally messed my brain up.
Dang, that's crazy.
This was another one that messed my mind up. Did y'all know that Cooper Cup's father played in the NFL?
Yes, I
No.
did,
No,
bro.
I did not.
Yes, I did. Okay, so look, quick little story
Craig
time, right? Quick
Cooper.
little story time.
Craig Cooper. Yep.
My high school coach, he went to CSM as well, but he went to Eastern Washington, same school that Cooper Cup went to, right? He had went on a visit, and I guess he had ran into a young freshman Cooper Cup, right? And his dad was there. So he came back and he's telling us, it was like, yeah, I met this dude, and last name's Cup, whatever the case may be, but I was talking to his dad or whatever the case may be. So that's when I learned. I was like, okay. And then when Cooper Cup gets drafted, I was like, hold on, wait, that name sounds familiar. And then they did the whole story about his dad. I was like, oh shit, wait. I was like, hold on, wait, my coach knows that dude. So yeah,
Yep.
I did know that. I was like, oh shit, wow, okay, sure. But yeah.
Yep. Craig Cup actually played in the NFL, which is crazy because, like I said, these are things. This is another one threw me for a loop. I don't know if you guys knew this. Do y'all know who Ryan Neese's father is? Linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Mm-mm.
No, no, don't know him. Does the name Ronnie Lott familiar to you?
You're
Yeah.
lying.
Yeah, that's his father.
You're
Ryan Neese
lying.
is the son of Ronnie Lott, and he
All right.
didn't want to take his name because he didn't want the treatment because of his dad.
What?
No, I would have to take that name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, wow, what? I'm taking
I
that
want Lot the
today.
second. Like I'm
The
wearing Lot the
second.
second. Like we doing that. I'm
You
sorry.
know the
Right.
nigga who bit his finger off in the middle of a game? That's my pops, nigga.
Like
Yeah,
we doing
I
that. I'm
come from
sorry.
that.
Ronnie, yeah.
That's like being Ed Reed's son and not taking the Reed last name. Like
You
no,
imagine?
no.
You imagine?
Yeah,
You
that's
come on.
crazy. So
What?
when I saw it, I was like, I did not know that was his son. I did not know at all. Of course, we know this is another one. So we know Ed McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Yep.
We know CMC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did y'all know his brother Max is in the NFL?
No.
There's a brother.
Yes. There's another brother in the NFL.
Oh, so it's like the third. It's like the third Watt brother no one talks about.
What?
Right. Yeah. It's
Okay.
crazy. I did my research. I was doing it. I was pulling it up. I was like, this is great. I got other ones that are absolutely mind blowing. Howie Long.
Yep.
His
Okay.
two.
Two very
We know
successful
the long.
sons.
We know you got
Very, very
Chris and Kyle.
successful
You
son.
got Chris and Kyle. The Winslows,
Yeah.
junior and senior,
Junior and
Kellen.
senior. Yep.
Um,
Didn't really work out
Jack
for junior though.
No.
didn't work out, but we thought he would be way better than what he was.
I mean, he was
Um,
good. It's just
he was good off the
the
field
field.
shit,
Yeah, he was good on the field. Off the field,
and we got Jackie and Matthew Slater.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know Matthew Slater was Jackie Slater's son.
That I did know.
I did. Well, you're a Patriots fan, so I guess
Yeah.
there was a multiple times that they probably would have said that. Um, did y'all know that Nick and Joey Bosa's father played in the NFL?
that I didn't know.
No.
John
No.
John Bosa played in the NFL.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Was he a defensive player too?
Yeah, his defensive end.
Damn.
Up,
All right. So
well,
we
of
just got a
course.
defensive family. All
Well,
right.
I was gonna say, so they all just out there just
Just knocking heads off.
Yeah.
just defensive end,
And
right?
there's a little brother coming up too.
Okay. It's four of them.
They got the recipe over there because they breeding boys for real.
Yeah. We all know Archie, Eli, and Peyton.
Yep.
Then
Well, and
we got
we got another Archie.
Well,
we got another
Arch.
coming
Yeah,
up.
Arch. That's
Arch. Yeah.
Baby Arch. Baby Arch.
Baby Arch. Yeah.
the baby
Yeah.
Arch. We got the other Matthews. We got Bruce Matthews. We got Clay Senior. Well, no, we got Clay Senior, Clay Junior, and Bruce Matthews.
Okay.
Now, that's just father son.
George
I
Atkinson
get-
Jr. and George Atkinson Sr. George
yeah,
Atkinson,
and I was like,
Atkinson third, too.
there were
Rest in
so
peace to his
many.
son.
There were so many, bro. Like, cause you got the Shulas, you got Tony Dorsett and Anthony Dorsett, Asante Samuel Senior and
Yep.
Junior,
Mm-hmm.
Antoine Whitfield Jr. and Senior,
You got Joey Porter Jr. and Senior.
Joey Porter Jr. Senior. Like, this is how it's the list is forever long. Michael Pittman,
Yeah. Michael
Junior,
Pittman
Senior.
and Junior. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean and Van Jefferson. I don't know why it hit me so different, as if I didn't know, but I did know, but I guess I didn't know. I didn't know Marlon Humphrey was Bobby Humphrey's son.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Like it. Yeah, like when I read it, I was like, I thought I knew, but I didn't know. But it still hit me really funny. Everybody, my boy Ironhead. You got Craig and Cameron Hayward, Patrick Sertan and his son. Like that's just the father's son shit.
Orlando Brown.
And
That's not the brothers, and that's not the two brothers. Like that's
Yeah, and that's not even all of them. There is so many more.
So
Like,
many more.
So many more. Then you get to the siblings. This one is crazy.
This list
So-
is insane. This list tops everything.
Did y'all know Cam Newton had a brother that's playing in the NFL?
hmm Actually, I did.
no.
I did not know this.
I did.
I did not know.
For a
I
year.
didn't know Cecil Newton was Cam Newton's brother.
Yep.
Where did he get? Was he undrafted?
Packers. He played for the Packers and the Jaguars.
hmm
Played as in currently not playing.
I think he might still be in the league. I have to double check because they just gave me the names. They didn't give me like the years in which they were playing.
Gotcha.
So I was just like, that's absolutely ridiculous. And I didn't go deep into all of the siblings, like, because I kind of stayed mostly current. I didn't want to drive everybody out, but everybody knows about Tiki and Rondé Barber.
Of
Of
course.
course.
You got Devin and Jason McCourty.
Super Bowl winning twins.
Yeah, I'm just naming the twins right now.
Michael Martellus Bennett. They're not twins, but you know what I'm saying. They
No,
look dead.
I
They
got
look dead on each other.
yeah. Shaquem and Shaquille Griffin.
Yep.
Yep. Shout out to my
Um,
man, the one arm bandit, man. What the heck, boy? That boy go crazy. Boy,
Out there
stop playing with
making,
that boy,
out there banging heads.
man.
like
What?
you got Zach Martin and Nick Martin. They're not twins, but these are just the brothers. Stephon and Trayvon Diggs. All of the Watt brothers, JJ, TJ, and Derek. Um, Derek and David Carr. So we know the difference.
I'm with it.
Did you know they had an uncle that played for the Raiders as well?
That didn't come up. Maybe because it was a different lineage.
His name is Lon Boyette. Played for the Raiders in
Oh wow.
1977.
Okay.
Played for
That's
the
see.
Niners as well. So
That's
legacy.
why I
That's why he wanted to retire a Raider.
that
Legacy.
right. Like this is why I say like it is when it comes to like we've seen legacies in basketball, we see legacies in baseball, but I think football it's weird how it's all connected. It's
Mm-hmm.
all connected. Like it's and it's I think it's a good I think it's really good like that to know that your bloodline carries on whatever that family was like really good at.
Yeah, and we're gonna see in a couple years if we have another Sanders in the NFL.
I think we're gonna get both of them.
You think
I
so? Think
think
we both?
yeah.
I think we'll
Shiloh.
get. I think we'll definitely get Shador. I think Shador will go to the NFL. I do.
No, Shiloh's definitely going.
Oh,
Dion
Shador is
Jr. should
definitely going
not.
too though, because
Yeah, Dion Jr.
the way that
should
boy
he
throws
should
the
have
ball is
always
crazy.
been. He was ahead of his time.
Mm-hmm.
He was he's a slot receiver, returner guy,
Yeah.
fast, shifty, but the league wasn't quite there yet. So he did because he was small, not small, but he was like 5'10", like 170, 180. But he was a good. I mean, he could have been a return guy. I don't see why they didn't take a flyer on him just because of who his dad is. But them other two, Shiloh and Shador, they gone. They gone. Um, well, stop. Jason and Travis Kelsey.
Yeah,
We talked.
Bradley Chubb and Brandon Chubb.
Yep.
Yeah.
We talked about the Boses.
Nick Chubb is their
Um,
cousin. Ain't that crazy?
yeah. We totally forget that Mr. Aaron Rodgers' brother Jordan was in the
True.
league for
True.
for a little bit.
Yep, that's true. A lot of people forget that.
I mean,
The
there's
Palmers.
reason. There's reason why we forgot, but
No, but he's actually pretty good though. I mean, he became more of a celebrity than a football player, so
well, he's
that's
doing
where we at.
better than Jackson Mahomes. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Way better than Jackson
My
Mahomes at
bad.
this
Too
point in
soon.
time.
The Colquitt brothers, the two punters.
Yeah.
Yep. Did
I
y'all
like
know
them. That's my
how
guys.
many Gronks do you think were in the league?
Don't tell me because I know. Hold on, wait.
There was at
I got
least
counted.
3.
I got counted. One.
There was 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was at
Yeah,
least
because
3.
the other one
There's
didn't.
3.
The other one didn't go. The other one didn't go.
Yeah,
I follow one of them on
Dan,
TikTok. That's how I know.
Dan, and Chris Gronkowski.
Mm-hmm.
Matt and Ryan Khalil. I think I said Peyton. We said Eli and Peyton. We got the Bennetts. Any ones that I forget because I was just writing some down. It got too long. It
Vernon
went too
and
many.
Vontae Davis. Shout out to Vontae Davis being the first player to
Vernon and
retire.
Vontae Davis. Yep. Who else? Let's
The
think.
Diggs brothers. Can't forget the Diggs brothers.
Yeah, the Diggs brothers.
Okay. Yeah. I think I said Trayvon and Stephon.
The Edmonds brothers. Man, all of
Yeah,
them.
the
Yeah.
two
No,
Edmonds
Dang.
I forgot.
brothers.
I
Jamar and
forgot to.
Terrell. Every single one of them.
Yeah. I forgot the Edmonds. The Rolls.
Yep.
Um.
The Rolls.
The Cromarties.
Yeah, the
The
Cromarties.
the
That family
Fullers.
is deep.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
that damn family.
Well, the same thing
That
with the
Cromartie
Fullers
family is deep.
because
There's
you had
Fuller too. What the hell going
yeah,
on?
all the Fullers went to Virginia Tech and then played in the NFL.
Point taken. Yeah.
Like it's a lot, bro. Like when I was going through it, I knew there was a lot. I didn't realize it was this many, and I couldn't even list every single connection and brother and cousin and uncle and father, and
And he's
there's some of
still
them.
like some of these families are still in the NFL, like, and have up and coming family members that are,
Mhm.
potentially can be in the NFL. Like,
Yep, and it's weird, man. It is very weird. But that's why I think. Hold on, y'all talk it up real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, Malcolm Floyd,
I ain't heard that name in a minute.
man,
Malcolm Floyd.
the Floyd brothers, because his brother Marcus, they both went to school out here. Shout out to the Floyd brothers out here, Marcus, out here in Sacramento. Um, let me see. Got Grief. Oh, we got the Greasy. Let me see, Greasy
Yeah, we
brothers.
covered the Greasies.
The Hardballs, I guess you can say. Shoot,
I mean, they did. The Hardballs did play.
they did play. They
They played
definitely
before they
did. They
coached. They
both
did
definitely
play.
played.
And those are twin brothers.
Yep, that's true. That is true. Both of them
You
were
you
brothers.
almost you almost forget that they're twin brothers. Like you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Talk that.
Yeah.
So not it, but it's even those are players. That's why I mentioned the Shulers because Don Shula and his son they were coaches. You got the LaFleur brothers in
Mm-hmm.
the with the Jets and the Packers.
Yeah, we just said the
They're coaches.
two
You got the Harbars.
players named on
Um,
Julius
this.
Jones and Thomas Jones. I know y'all remember them. Do y'all remember
The
them Jones
Joneses
brothers?
yeah,
didn't.
yeah,
Oh
Julius and Thomas
my
Jones.
gosh. Those are
Um,
crazy.
what about the what's his name? My God, why can't I think of his name right now? Chucky,
Oh,
Gruden,
Gruden.
John. Oh,
Gruden
the
the
brothers.
Grudens.
Grudens.
The
You
Grudens.
got the Grudens, the Shannon.
Yep,
Yeah, the
Shanahan.
Shanahan's got a deep history too.
Yep.
You got the Grudens.
Um,
You got the Shanahans. You got
I mean, you got the Reeds, you got the
yeah.
like bro,
Belichicks.
the Buddy Ryan, Rex Ryan,
Yeah, the
and
Ryans,
Yep. Rob Ryan. Yep.
Rob Ryan.
The Landry
Like
brothers. Do you
the
remember
Landrys,
these two
the Phillips
bowling
brothers.
ball
Because we
mother?
forgive that's a father son, the Phillips brothers.
That's
yep,
true.
Bum Phillips, Wade
Yeah,
Phillips.
That's true.
Like it's like this is I think that's why when I thought about it, I really didn't think I was like I was just saying it would be a good thing to try and compare like the leagues and but it's not
you
football
can't.
trumps
No, and
everybody.
even if you went like even if you somehow put together across the major sports the top five, whether you want to go fathers, sons, or siblings, I still think the NFL may win.
Yeah,
Like,
No, definitely.
be-
It's not even close.
because like, all right, cool. Because you go to baseball, the first one you think about is Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr.
it's
Those are the
Griffey.
first two to
Yeah,
come to mind. Like
Yep.
the
easily.
Griffies.
Obviously, you go to tennis, you think about the Williams sisters. That's
Yep.
an obvious when it comes to mind.
Yep.
Basketball.
Yeah,
Now what?
I think Steph. I think
Basketball's an
Steph.
interesting one. Steph and
I
Dell.
think Steph and Dale.
I think Steph and Dell are probably
If that's your most famous one, that's not even top 10 when you go with these NFL lists.
no because you have to match the popularity of both of them.
Yeah, and Steph
Like
by himself carries both of them. And
right,
not to make it,
Dell.
don't get me wrong, Dell was a damn good player. Like he was,
Yeah,
but Steph did this.
right. And then even the same backcourt, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Well, you got
yeah,
Michael Thomas and then Clay Thompson.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
You had Andrew Wiggins and his father.
and
His
his
father
father.
played. A lot of
Dad.
people didn't know that his dad played the NBA.
Yep.
Right.
Jabari Smith Sr.
Yep, Smith and
Kenyon Martin Sr.
Mhm.
no, I forget it. He played for the Cavs. He played for the Cavs and
Freaking Scottie
another light
Pippen
skin.
Sr. Or yeah, Scottie Pippen Sr. Because Scottie Pippen's
Not
son is on
Nelson.
fucking
Oh,
whatchamacallit.
that's gonna
Right.
bother me for a
No,
minute. I'll
Scottie.
put that in the chat later. I have his face but I can't get his name out right now.
Yeah, I guess the NBA can probably catch up later when we
It's
get
gonna take some time.
It's gonna
when
take a
we
while.
yeah when we get I don't believe Bronny is going to be anything in the NFL
No,
in the
but
NBA. But
I don't think the NBA will catch up. I
no,
think there's
when
too
I
many.
say
I
it
think
just
there's because
no
and did we even in the NFL did we name the Jones brothers, Chandler and company,
no
and
No.
those
no
are
we didn't.
Those are Super Bowl winning brothers.
Yeah, I didn't even
Just
mention
like the
them.
McCourtys, just like the Kelseys. Like these are like
Yeah,
how many siblings or father sons are also both champions in their respective sports?
Mm-hmm.
right.
Like
Yeah,
there's a lot of factors that we could
and
just
then and then all like just think about it. Is Archie in the Hall of Fame? No,
I don't
No,
think so.
he's not.
But
because I was gonna say I was gonna say
Peyton
like this
is, and
Archie.
Eli eventually will probably get in there.
That's
Peyton's
what
in
I'm
there right
saying.
now.
That's what I was saying. I was like, we don't know. I don't know. I would have to look and see what father son combo made it to the Hall. I'm going to bank that it's. I'm going to bank the NFL has more.
I think. Oh, I think it'd be without question.
No, definitely. Because when you look at it, just looking at it, I'm not gonna go into it right now, but just looking at it, Howie Long's in the NFL. One of his sons is gonna get in the NFL or in the
I think Kyle's definitely going
Yeah,
in.
Yeah, so it's like he's
yeah.
gonna
Well, the
he's
And
gonna go in his
Matthews,
son.
that
because
whole
it's
and
in
that
Bruce, because Bruce Matthews is in the Hall. I think Clay is going to go in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Clay's gonna go in.
yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
I'm
Clay, no,
excited.
Clay Senior and Clay Junior.
Yeah, I just think there's gonna be there's gonna be some father son um duos that are in the hall for sure.
Aren't all three of the Longs Super Bowl champions too?
Yep,
Pretty
Oh
sure
no,
all three of them are.
I
yeah, I'm
think,
pretty sure
Yeah,
all of them
because
are.
I,
even the
I,
one that left, even the one that left the Bears won one with the Patriots.
Yep.
so Chris and Kyle got
Kyle.
one.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, Kyle doesn't have one.
Kyle didn't
Kyle
have
doesn't
one.
have
Okay,
one.
so
No,
Chris got
Chris
one.
has
doesn't
one.
have one. Chris has one for sure. Chris has two.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris has two. That's what it is. Did you guys know
Okay.
Marshawn Lynch, Josh Johnson, and Jamarcus Russell were cousins?
Yes, I did know. That I did
Damn.
know.
Too bad Marshawn couldn't help get DeMarcus Russell situated
And teach nobody how
That
to throw
I
the ball.
did know.
because Marshawn made it through the league just fine.
Don't Asante Samuels, the Samuel, don't they got championships?
Well, we know Senior does. Junior,
I know Senior does definitely.
I thought Junior played with the Chargers.
He just got yeah. For
Yeah, I
whatever
don't think
you know why
he
my
didn't go
brain
on with New
started
England.
switching. I thought they was both on the Patriots. That's why I said that. Um. Well, no.
Yeah,
Well, Ronnie Lott.
it's a lot.
Ronnie Lott and Ryan Neese. They both have championships.
Yeah, that's true. With the Bucks, yeah, yeah.
Can't forget the
Um.
Sharp brothers.
Yeah, the Sharps.
Those are my two
Mhm.
favorite brothers right there.
Yeah. So I did. The NFL trumps them.
It's
They
crazy
they.
because I'm on M's and I'm still going. Like,
It's it's a lot, bro. Like it's really a lot, and it's weird. Like I said, some of them I really did not know, and I didn't even go back to like back in the days. These are just the most recent that people would they can still relate to.
Yep.
That's a lot.
That's a
And
whole
Jerry Rice son will be in the league next year,
Yep. And Marvin Harrison Jr.
and Marvin Harrison Jr.
I got something random that just came out. They just made me laugh. So, DeAndre Swift, when he got traded to the Eagles, he changed his number to 0.
To 0.
He
Yep,
he changed his number to 0. He said because that's how many times the Cowboys have been to an NFC championship in my lifetime.
that's ignorant. That is.
That's savage. I don't
I
care.
mean,
That's savage as hell.
if you're gonna troll, go on and do it, brother. Go on and do it.
was
I'm
beautiful.
not.
That was beautiful.
I'm not mad at that man for
Hey,
that.
that
No,
was
no.
beautiful.
That is
okay?
funny
I
as
love it.
hell.
All right.
He's
I'm
been
not.
taking shots at the Cowboys, and he
Hey.
just got to Philly.
He said,
just
man,
got
I'm about all the smoke, man. I'm on Philly and I'm about all the smoke. What's up? I like it.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at all with that at all. Not even a little bit.
That's some beautiful bulletin board material. Sometimes you just got to create that shit.
Damn. Why he have to go for the jugular like that, though?
Hey,
Because he
look,
know the truth like the rest of us.
yeah, because they're gonna beat the Cowboys down twice this year.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm curious to see if Philly is going to break this curse of the NFC East with nobody winning the division in back-to-back times since Yo squad did it, I believe. If I remember correctly, y'all the last squad that did it was Washington.
Back to win.
I think it was the 90s.
It had to be in the 90s.
I think it was the 90s when y'all. That's the last time anybody's ever. I'm pretty sure it was the 90s.
I would have to. When the schedule.
Y'all had the O line that was like nicknamed like the Pigs or something.
The Hogs.
Yeah, there we go.
Hawks, baby.
My apologies,
Yeah.
Washington fans. My
Hey,
apologies.
Oh,
it's all
man.
it's all it's all good. It's all good. No
Yeah.
problem.
They had
But
that
when the
man,
schedule when it's,
You
they
see,
had
I'm
that man
reciting a little bit
John
of football
Riggins in
history
the
for y'all.
backfield. Boy, what? That boy was a monster.
no Ricky Irvins, man, and all them boys. You look,
Yeah.
don't let me get my Redskin bag. Don't let me
Hey,
do it.
man, you know
Don't
what I'm
do it.
saying? I rocked with the skins back in the day. You know, my boy Dougie Will. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Dougie Will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get in my Redskin bag.
Yeah,
I go
man, them
crazy. I go
Hogs,
crazy.
man, with John Riggins in the backfield, boy. Yeah,
Hmm
that was crazy. They was crazy back in the day.
Yeah, Gerald Riggs.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
I'll get it cracking over here with them boys. But when the schedules come out, we will definitely we'll get into that a little deeper to see can the Eagles do it? I think they can because I don't think no one's stopping
Yeah,
them in
no, I
that
think they
division.
can. I
I
just,
definitely think they can.
So that's going to be that. We'll run into we'll go through because I'm curious what the NFC North is going to look like because that is wide the f open, like
it's.
wide open.
I think it's Detroit's division to lose, but
You think so?
I
Yep.
do.
I think it's wide open. I think it's wide. I think the Bears have a slither of
I'll
hope.
buy that.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this now. My man, Mr. Love,
Uh-oh.
my man Jordan Love. He is going to demand respect at the end of this season. He is going to that team is going to look the exact same.
Jordan Love needs some milk. Then
Jordan Love over.
took all his weapons away and left him a bunch of rookie/sophomores.
No, they didn't. So that's the thing. I like the fact that
Like,
all of those young dudes, they're all
yeah,
still there
no,
for
I
him.
love it. I love Christian
Oh,
Watson.
dang.
If Romeo Dobbs' hamstring would stay together, he'd be all right. But his damn hamstring keep falling apart on him.
Look, you still got Aaron Jones. You still got Tunyon. You got, they're going to be good. They're going to be all right. They're going to be all right.
Oh yeah, I'm
Matter
not
of
saying they're gonna
fact,
be bad. I'm
when
not
that,
writing them off. I will not write
yeah,
them off. But
when
I do
that,
think they'll probably be the second most competitive division in football this year
I think so too.
I
when it's
agree.
all said and done.
I agree.
I
I
can get
agree.
down with that.
I agree. And like I said, when the schedules comes out and we can
Hmm.
sit down and we do our very early predictions on the
Oh yeah,
divisions, we'll get into that.
ladies and gentlemen, get
We'll
ready for a fire show on that one right there. You thought
yeah,
we was in our football bag now. Oh, when the
yeah,
numbers come
Woo.
out,
Yeah.
oh
yeah,
my goodness,
When
it's
the
gonna be
numbers drop, it's
stupid.
yeah,
up.
yeah. Like
It's
it's gonna be crazy because
up.
I'm gonna go
I'm gonna put PhD on
bonkers.
the back of my name for that show.
It's gonna be ridiculous. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But today it was another awesome football Friday. Um, love my brother for coming through. Mullis GQ. Any last words before we head up on out of here?
Well, you know what it is, man. It's your boy Mulich. Follow all of the sports socials. Follow the From the Sideline sports Twitter, From the Sideline _5. From the Sideline TikTok. Follow the Sports Maru page, Sports Maru FTSL. Shout out to all of our Spotify, Apple, Google. What else? I Heart Radio. Shout out to the guys in the comments. Shout out to everybody listening to through audio. If you guys don't have YouTube or a way to access video, we're working on some new ways to start bringing more audio to you guys. So shout out to you guys for rocking with us. Make sure you guys tune in on Monday for the basketball show going up at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. We got the Wednesday show, Gentlemen's Talk. At 7 mid time, I guess, right? The central time, right? But then we got Thursdays, tomorrow's show, player versus team. And then we back here Friday. You see how quick the week turns around? You feel me? You here Monday, with the basketball show, you go through the week, and then you back here with us on Fridays. Y'all see what it is, man? Come back and rock with us, man. We appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Love you guys.
GQ.
Yeah, and it's always hard to follow up somebody like Mulish, but I'm gonna do it anyway because that's just what we do around here. So if you missed this past Wednesday on Gentlemen's Talk, I'm telling you right now, you missed a great show. We talked with another Black-owned business owner, put some knowledge on you, especially if you had any type of curiosities about the real estate game. He put you on some game and you learned some things. So Coming up next week, of course, we come back with the From the Sidelines Chronicles. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet. You're going to have to tune in and find out. So
It's a secret.
make sure you like, subscribe, and follow everything From the Sidelines, because just like Moose said, by the time you start watching us on Monday, all of a sudden it's Friday, and you get to see all of our bright and shining faces, and we ain't going nowhere. Just like Puff and them, you say we ain't going nowhere.
Hey,
we ain't.
Hey,
that might have to be might have to be the intro. Yeah, yo, and I'm like, I want everybody to like all the videos, subscribe. We need look at me, y'all. We got to get this YouTube to 1,000. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm asking for 1,000. Can we get to 1,000 by July? By July, can we get to 1,000 by July?
America's so-called birthday.
We want to pop bottles on the 4th of July to celebrate our 1,000 followers.
1,000 followers.
Okay.
And don't forget, hey man, jump in the chat, man. We love to see everybody in the chat. We love to interact with the fans, man. You see how we do it on every single show. We don't matter where you come from. We gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
All right. Even if you come with that bullshit, we still gonna talk to you.
Crazy comments. Outlandish comments, funny comments. We're gonna put them up out here on the screen, get you guys your screen time. And who knows, you guys might be able to pop up on the show, be a guest. So
right. Look, just rock with us, man. We here, like we are a very cool, tight-knit group of dudes. You know what I'm saying? We love the interaction. We like to talk our shit. Troy's in the background talking his shit, and you don't even see him. Yep. So that's how we rock. We do it all day.
He's there.
Yeah, he's there. He's definitely there.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. He can pop up anytime.
Right. And your goat, him, like your goat, he in the background talking crazy as we do this. And his Lions are trash, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to do it.
No,
Derek
we're
Carr,
gonna give him, look. Oh yeah. Lord.
But like I said, y'all, this is what we do. We love what we do. We want to continue doing what we do, and we need y'all to like, subscribe to everything that we do. So that's the Monday show, the Tuesday show, Wednesday, Thursday. Back again here on Friday. Take a little break during the weekend to recharge your battery, but make sure you come back. And we are out of here. Troy, you already know what time it is, man.